All right, so the year's 2000, Nike releases this crazy looking pair of sneakers, and I originally bought this colorway as well as a couple other ones, but it was one of those shoes that I was just completely drawn to. It was the lifestyle side of me brought out at an earlier age, and something that is now 22 years old, which means I'm much older than that. Any which way, this is an incredible pair of sneakers that I've been longing for the longest time. I've been wanting Nike to retro these, and as you guys know or may not know, Nike did just that. And here we have the newest version, or the newest retro, I guess, from Nike that I don't think anybody knows about or cares about. It's funny how that works out, and I'm totally 100% okay with it. But I really feel like I'm probably the only person total that's actually bought this shoe from Nike. Retail price is $140, but here we have it. This is the Nike Kukini or Kukini. I can never know. I actually never knew how you pronounce the shoe. I believe I always call it Kukini or Kukini. Leave a comment in the comment section if you can figure out how that's spelled. Regardless, this is one of those shoes that I was just like sprung over at an early age. Specifically this colorway, the water colorway, was so fire. It was such a new crazy twist to a pair of sneakers. And again, the year's 2000, and they released this crazy no lace sneaker that had this most bizarre web lockdown on your foot that was actually made and geared towards running, but it was like a lifestyle shoe in my eyes, and something that I really loved. In fact, this is actually not my original pair. I thrashed mine. This is the pair I found many years later on eBay. That is a little bit too small for me. I wore it once, but the midsole is definitely cracking a little bit on here. So definitely a re-up was due, and here we have it. So I am so excited about these because I immediately got them and threw them on feet, and I did have that very similar feel to when I had when I originally tried them on. They hug your foot really nice. Felt like kind of a sock-like fit, but nice little comfort in the midsole as well. It wasn't anything crazy soft, squishy, but it was enough to let you know that like it was fun and different. And it was just a great overall experience over again. It's like basically sitting in your car that you had 22 years ago and then just starting it up again for the first time. That's the feeling that I got when I tried these things on. They did a really good job in mimicking the original one, in my opinion, from what it looks like, at least in the retro that I got. If you guys want to buy a pair of these, I will link them in the description. You can go over to Nike and buy your own. You can be the second and third and maybe fourth person to buy these because, again, it's not something that most people are going to care about. This colorway I really like, though. It's not obviously the water colorway. It's a glitch colorway on here, and the glitch of it looks really dope. I like the Nike glitch with the blue and the red around it, and the whole entire upper just has a really vibrant vibe to it, and that's something that I really appreciated. So this is around the Presto era as well, where they had the same sort of mesh uppers that made it so they could do tons of different prints on the uppers and make all sorts of really cool things. The Lightning Prestos, the Water Kukinis, I mean, I was set. I was so stoked with all the different types of uppers that they can make on these. So what does Nike say about this product? It says, step into your day without a glitch. After bridging casual comfort with technical innovation for more than 20 years, the Nike Air Kukini levels up. I'm going to say it like 1,000 different ways in this video. Kukini, Kukini. Levels up in a classic video game inspired graphics. A stretchy knit fabric wraps you in comfort, while a web-like support system gets updated to glow in the dark for a perfect amount of 90s nostalgia. I did not know these glow in the dark, so that's even better. The Nike's Alpha Project 5-dot logo near the heel nods to how these kicks push the envelope of what sneakers meant. It's game time, are you ready? Lightweight and airy, originally designed for performance running, a visible Air Max unit in the heel delivers lasting comfort, plus foam in the midsole feels soft and springy. Seriously, didn't even know these glow in the dark. I'm gonna have to take some shots and show it to you guys glow in the dark because I think that's gonna level these up, as they already said. But as soon as I put these on, I was like, yes, the Kukinis are back. It was just such a fun experience. If anybody out there remembers these shoes, drop a comment in the comment section on whether or not you had a pair and if you liked them or not, because it was just such a fun, game-changing pair of sneakers. It was one that really got me like hooked into sneakers even more. Nike had a bunch of gimmicky sneakers like these that they released over and over again, and I fell for it every single time. And I was absolutely stoked anytime I was able to get a pair of running sneakers like these back in the day. And most of the time I got these, the Prestos, the Nike Air Max sneakers. I usually always got them from the Nike employee store since I usually had access from friends and stuff. And so they were always 50% off, so even better. Like, what better way to celebrate the latest and greatest Nike running technology than getting it for 50% off. I was very lucky back then, but here I am now. I mean, it shows you how getting a discount on something is a good thing, but it also can hook you in for life, man. And now here I am 22 years later, and I finally have another pair of these back. Now, they did retro the Kukinis a couple different times, but they were not the same as this, the original layout. They had one of them that had a free bottom, so it had a Nike Free on the bottom. It sounded kind of hilarious, free bottom. Anyway, I had a Nike Free on the bottom instead, and it had the Kukini upper, but that was not the one I was looking for. They also had a Stussy collaboration. That was like a hybrid of a couple different shoes that had the webbing and stuff, but that was not the same exact shoe either. So getting the same exact thing back on feet, it was absolutely amazing. I've seen a couple different colorways drop overseas, but none over here. But this is just one of those ones that I am so excited to see more colorways in, and hopefully we'll get some really cool colorways of these. It would be even better if they did like a crazy collaboration to draw a little extra attention to the shoe. Honestly, this is a very prime candidate for like Supreme, because Supreme always does off-the-wall collaborations. But man, these things were glorious back in the day. Even more glorious to get them back, even though this is the only colorway available as of me making this video on Nike's site. I had to get them. I'm sure that they're planning on bringing back this colorway, and when they do, I will get them, because this one again is a little too small for me. It was the only thing I could find available like in new condition back in the day, but it was one of those saved eBay searches that I would frequent on a regular basis trying to find. But what do you guys think? For those people that have never seen this shoe, like obviously for you younger people out there, you guys are gonna be like, what the heck is that thing? It's so crazy looking. Yes, absolutely it's crazy looking, but something that was so ahead of its time for the aesthetics of the shoe. I mean, Nike was on point when it was releasing a lot of this stuff out there. That's part of the reason why I just love sneakers so much, is just seeing Nike and other brands out there push the envelope farther and farther as to what we think and we know about footwear and sneakers. And it's gotten absolutely crazy in modern times, but like, it's fun to be able to see like a retro like this bring me back. Anyway, it's fun times for me. Happy to get these. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. Hopefully you learned something new, or hopefully you saw a pair new that you never experienced. 22 years later, I still don't know how to say the name properly, so correct me in the comment section, and I appreciate y'all for stopping by and watching. If you guys, again, do want to buy a pair of them, link in the description. But have a good rest of the day, and hopefully we'll see you back on the channel for some more sneaker videos. All right, peace, guys.